Hey everybody, it's Casey here. It's here on Fly and Tackle. Today I'm going to show you how to use a Tie-Fast Knot tool to tie a nail knot. So the Tie-Fast Knot tying tool is something that we use a lot here in the shop. Most commonly to attach fly line backing to the butt of a fly line, or to put a butt section on the forward portion of your fly line, just making it easier to attach a leader, or put a loop in the end of a fly line that doesn't have a loop. So awesome tool to have. Like I said, in the shop we use this all the time. Before I started working in a tackle shop, this was only something that I would use a couple times a year, and I would struggle through using this just because I wasn't commonly using it. So I want to do this video to show you guys, hopefully make things a little bit easier for you. Reason why this is a great tool to have when you're fly fishing. I mean, most fly lines have loops in the ends now, both the forward and the rear portion of the line. So this is becoming less and less common to use, but still can be a day saver if that loop fails. The reasons why a loop would fail, you hook a really monster fish on a line that's been used quite a bit, and once in a while they do let go, but more commonly if you get snagged up and pulling back, and then that loop can break. So this will allow you to tie a new piece of line to the end of your fly line, and you can whip a loop into that, or just tie on a tapered leader or whatever using your favorite knot. That, or just for changing fly lines when you're at home. So yeah, awesome tool to have on hand. Not limited to only tying nail knots with this tool. They do offer a little brochure or a little pamphlet inside that'll show you how to tie some other knots as well. Bait loop, for example, or just a different way to attach your fly to a leader. But for this application, I'm going to show you how to attach a piece of backing to the butt section of your fly line. So I'm right-handed, so I'm going to take my Tie-Fast tool and I'm going to put it in my left hand, and I'm going to grab about 6 to 8 inches of backing coming off my reel. So the tag end going forward over top of the knot tying tool and into the little forked prongs there on the end of the tool. Like I said, leaving myself a good length to work with just to make life easier. And how I'm going to secure that in place so it doesn't move on me is I'm just going to put my thumb over top of the backing on that little metal pad. Now I'm going to take that tag end and I'm just going to wrap it back over the knot tying tool, and I'm going to apply a little bit of tension, but I don't want it to be crazy tight, otherwise it gets difficult to try and pull these loops off at the end here. But I'm just doing this as uniform as I can. I don't want these crossing over each other or anything like that. It's just going to make the knot a mess. So we want nice, clean, uniform wraps. 6 to 8 is generally enough. And now that I have those wraps where I like them, I might manipulate them a little bit. I'm just going to take that tag end and I'm going to pass it underneath those wraps that we made through the hollow of the tool, so that butt comes out towards the forks again. So now I can hold this like this for as long as I want. It's not going to go anywhere. I'm going to take, I dropped the butt section of my fly line. I'm going to take the butt section of my fly line and I'm going to pass it underneath those wraps through that hollow of that tool. And again, I'm just going to push down on top of it with my thumb, on top of that metal pad. And now from here, I like to push those loops just a little bit, just to help free them up a tiny bit. And now the secret to this tool is taking this tag end and just pulling quick. If you do this really slow and try and transfer it off, I find things cross over and you don't get a nice uniform knot. But if you go with a quick tug, it transfers those loops off the tool onto the line, creating a nice, clean, uniform knot. And from here, I'll just pull on both sides to tighten everything down. You can see everything's nice and cinched. So if you go slow, those loops can cross over each other and you get a bulky knot. Not everything's digging in, and it's not going to be as strong. So if it's not nice and clean and uniform, cut it off, try it over again. That way you won't have a bad time out in the water and end up losing your fly line to a big fish. So from here, all I do, I'm just going to trim that tag end flush. Same thing, the end of my fly line. And you want to leave that as flush as you can. If you leave a big nub there, that'll catch on your guides when you're trying to reel your line back in after a fish is taking your line or taking you out into your backing. But you can see we got a nice secure knot, and definitely one that's worth having in your arsenal. Hope you found this video useful. Give us a like, subscribe to us on YouTube, and if you want to pick up one of these knot tying tools, either come visit us at the shop or check us out online, www.c-run.com. Something that we've always got in stock. I'm always happy to show you how to use them in the shop. Thanks for watching.